Hey everyone, this is Yoon from Ambush. I'm here to react to Ambush's Fall Winter 22 collection show. I'm gonna start watching them on the computer and we can deep dive into what the concepts and the story is. So I'm gonna start playing. We actually had a different song on the set that's different than what we have, but I think the song turned out really good. And I wanted to make sure that we have like the most beautiful Asian models. So we had Sora open the show, followed with, you know, all the amazing girls. And then the globe that we have in the middle. We just launched our metaverse, actual metaverse, which is like spaceship called Silver Factory. It's inspired by Andy Warhol's the Silver Factory movement back in the 60s, which is kind of like the beginning of the pop art movement and everything that came out of it. And I named the spaceship Silver Factory to be inspired, and I wanted the metaverse to become a hub, to become a place where like all this creativity comes, like, you know. And here's Bella walking down in the most fierce thigh-high boots with the waist in long coats. This collection to me since it's the first runway show that I have done, I wanted to show who these beings were, like ambush boys and girls, and who they are, what kind of life they live. Oh, they're all like my favorite, but like the silver chain dress and then the vest that you see, those are actually all done by hand, which was really hard because it took like hours to make that. And if you look closely, the chain is made out of this shape called A, which is like it came from our classic line. There's the chain that's made out of A shape. If you look closely into the other elements of the clothes, buttons, everything, they're all derived from the jewelry parts, and we kind of amplify it. Even the heart bag that some of the girls were carrying actually comes from our heart padlock, the piece that we had a few years ago. So there's always a connecting point of like our past that's kind of being like, you know, retranslated into like the new version of things. So it's like, in a way, for this show's prep, I've dug into our own archive that we've done for a few years, and we picked up all these elements and we kind of brought it and showed on the catwalk. Oh, even these were really amazing because these are also done by hand. All the beats we had to like put it to assemble them by hand, which was like, it took hours to make that, but it's beautiful. Even this, I love this one. That's like art, that's my Catwoman. I think she's fire. Look at that. The hair makeup turned out like, it's so on point. It's all assembled by hand. And then you see the same detail in the back. And then if you see closely, I'm also introducing the next Nike collab that we're coming out. And on the hand, when she's walking by, you can kind of see it, but she's also having the power ring, which is genesis of our brand as a jewelry brand that we kicked off with. The hair makeup, we wanted to just make sure we capture like natural strength. So we emphasized on the eye or just like lip. So it's like 1 point, but a lot of gloss. We wanted to have a glisten, like almost like when the light hits it. We wanted to have it, make it shine and make it beautiful. Actually, I don't know yet. We are working on a collection. I do have a theme. So we're gonna start kicking into more definite, like defined, like narrowing down the ideas we've been collecting starting this month. Ambush Universe story is gonna continue. I'm not gonna jump to another planet. I think it's gonna be more about like, okay, so they landed, where are we going from here is gonna be the journey story that we're building. So something along the way of what we've done in the fall winter, but it's gonna be like a different vibe of it. For everyone watching this, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you had fun me deep diving into our recent show and little concepts and everything that we had. It is very multi-dimensional, that everything that I'm connecting right now, which I'm very excited about, because it's connecting the physical items to this digital world that we're also building, and how like they can coexist as a fashion brand. And I think it's a new approach that only few like of the brands are doing, and I hope that you can come on the ride with us, and hopefully you can meet us on the other side. So keep your eyes out. We have more show coming up in September with even more fun and so many fun projects all launching before the September show. So it's gonna be a hell of a year this year.